So last time we took a look at the Colt LE6940. This time we're going to take a look at another AR-15, the Knight's Armament SR15. In the video for the Colt, I said that I had really few complaints about it. Great rifle. So probably the question you're wondering is, why did I get the SR15? I guess first of all, I'm the kind of person who likes having the best, and by most accounts, the SR15 is the AR-15 kind of taken to its logical conclusion. Eugene Stoner, who originally designed the AR-15, came to work at Knight's Armament later in his life, and he kind of made some revisions to the platform, most notably an improved bolt design and a longer than mid-length gas system that are incorporated into the SR-15 and are intended to kind of enhance the reliability and the longevity of the rifle. The Colt has an older carbine length gas system, and that has some benefits. I've heard some reports that the SR-15 here is a little bit more finicky with ammo. I've not had any problems myself, but I generally use Federal XM193. That carbine length gas system does make the recoil a bit harsher on the Colt and puts some more stress on the system. This SR-15 here is amazingly soft shooting. Even with the battle comp on the Colt that I kind of talked about last time, the SR-15 still shoots softer. So, you know, as for the bolt, I don't know how much difference it makes. You know, we can kind of take a look. I've got the two bolts here. Let's see which one this is. This is the standard AR-15 bolt. I don't know how well in focus it is. You can kind of see what it looks like. It's not really doing too much there, but you can see the squared off lugs on the bolt. And actually on the SR-15, if we compare here, you'll see it's slightly rounded. So I'll see if I can do this with one hand. The SR-15 is on the left here, and you'll see the bolt lugs are actually slightly rounded, whereas on the Colt on the right they're pretty squared off, and the intent with the SR-15 is that they're less likely to be sheared off, I guess, with the rounded bolts. There's also, instead of just one spring in the extractor, you can kind of see this on the bolts. Here where you see kind of a T shape on the SR-15 one, it's actually got two springs versus just the one on the Colt. Both of those are supposed to kind of help. I don't know if there's any other major differences on these bolts. And Knight's Armament actually guarantees this bolt for 20,000 rounds, which is pretty amazing, to be honest with you. I don't think any other AR manufacturer would make that claim. There's a lot of other nice features on the SR-15. You know, if you're looking at it, I actually have made changes. All the brown FDE stuff furniture on this rifle is kind of replacement, and that wasn't done because there was anything wrong with the original furniture. It was just kind of for looks, which is silly, but you know, I just wanted something that looked a little different. The SR-15 comes with the LMT soap mod, which I spoke about on the Colt, and is probably costs $150 to $160 if you buy it aftermarket. It's standard on the SR-15. Here I have Magpul CTR, which just kind of looks, and I was hoping to make the rifle lighter, as light as possible. It's already a really light rifle, but it didn't really make much of a difference. Oh great, I got grease on there. It has this URX rail here. One of the lightest rails you're going to find. It's not monolithic like the Colt, but you know, there were some companies kind of selling the monolithic thing as a great innovation. LMT, Colt had their entry, you know, kind of retaining zero, but I don't know how much it really matters, and what's nice about this rail system is it's really light. There are no less than 6 QD swivel mounts, so if you come here, there's one here in the receiver end on both sides. There are some at this end on the rail, which, as I noted on the Colt, I had to actually put a Daniel Defense swivel mount to be able to have a QD mount here. And then they have one at this end, just like on the Colt. what's another cool feature is ambidextrous bolt release. So you've got the normal bolt catch bolt release here that you'll see, but if you flip the rifle over on this side, I'll close this here, you'll see another bolt release. You can't use this as a bolt catch, so kind of is, you know, kind of sucks that you can't use it for malfunction clearance and those type of things, but otherwise it does function as a bolt release. There's also ambidextrous safety here. So you got that. Obviously you have the mag release here, and then you come on the other side, and of course you have the normal safety selector like you would on any AR, but then a mag release here as well. It also, the trigger on this rifle is a pretty nice two-stage trigger, and it has this enhanced trigger guard, which when I ran the Colt through a carbine course, this was like probably my only real complaint about the Colt was I probably need to put a gap around the Colt. This actually is really kind of nice if you're supporting the weight of the rifle on your finger. The Colt kind of digs in. This rifle doesn't do that. So total, this rifle cost $20.99. That's a fairly decent price, not spectacular, but not bad. And if you added all these extra features that we're kind of talking about here, it's really a pretty good deal. You know, the other big reason I got this SR15 was it's light. When you first pick this rifle up, you know, I'll just pick it up with one hand. It feels like a toy, really. It's so light, and it's extremely well balanced. I haven't ever picked up a rifle quite this well balanced. I said the Colt, you know, one of the nice things was the heft, and heavy things do feel dependable. But you know, I ran the Colt through a 2-day carbine course, and no complaints. It ran totally reliably, but you could definitely feel the weight, and every ounce kind of mattered after a while. In the interest of disclosure, I've not run the SR15 through any carbine courses. Just taken it to the range a number of times. I probably don't have more than 500-600 rounds, so it's kind of premature to say anything about its reliability, but I haven't had any issues so far, and I'm really happy with the rifle. So that about does it.